minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How well do you understand rocket science? Well, fear no more. Here are 15 bite-sized facts about an astronomically difficult science. Before we get started, take a moment to please subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, and give us a like. Number 1. Hey Jack. Jack Parsons was one of the founding members of the Jet Propulsion Lab and is still known today as the father of modern rocket science. But he was also famous for his dark personal life, and he would eventually be fired from the Jet Propulsion Lab for unsafe behavior and due to pressure from outside investors. Not long after leaving JPL, he would die at just 37 in an explosion at his home laboratory. Number 2. Increasing launches. There have been over 5,000 rocket or satellite launches across the world up to now, with over 500 of them coming out of NASA's Cape Canaveral. Number 3. The most advanced countries in terms of rocket technology use cryogenic fuel technology. That means that the propellants in rockets are supercooled, so this is why H2 and O2 can be used as fuel and oxidizer. Number 4. Mission to Mars. The world's next venture into space is developing the Heavy Lift Launch Vehicle, which is a vehicle with the capacity to carry massive payloads and large amounts of people into space economically and efficiently. With the development of heavy lift launch vehicles, interplanetary exploration will be more of a reality than it is today. Number 5. Gravity. Modern rockets use both solid and liquid fuel types. Space shuttles are equipped with 2 solid fuel boosters and 3 liquid fuel engines to propel themselves. Because what makes it so difficult for getting anything off the ground on Earth is the damn gravity here. Number 6. The Explorer. Explorer 1 was sent to space in 1958 and remained there until 1970. It had a mass of only 13.37 kilograms. This weight was very light compared to the Soviets' first satellite, Sputnik, which was 83.6 kilograms. Explorer was fitted with a cosmic ray detector and a micrometeorite detector. Number 7. Exit velocity. In order to be able to burst through the gravity of Earth, a rocket needs to travel at the speed of 7 miles per second. Now, we're not scientists ourselves, but it seems like that's pretty fast. Number 8. Neighborhood number 2. The Soviets launched Sputnik 2 only 2 months after Sputnik 1. But this time, it carried a small dog by the name of Laika. Laika would become the first animal to orbit Earth, but wouldn't last very long, as she died shortly afterward. Some scientists were skeptical about a human's ability to survive a launch, so animals were tested first. Number 9. We gotta do it. The space race got its start when Myroslav Kaldish, Sergei Korolev, and Mikhail Tikhonov submitted a letter to the Soviet government proposing the development of an artificial satellite to orbit the Earth. Number 10. The Other Father. Robert H. Goddard is also sometimes considered the father of modern rocket science, as the scientist first flew a liquid propellant rocket in 1926, which turned out to be the progenitor of the Saturn V rocket that launched 43 years later. Number 11. Hold your jets. The 111-meter-tall Saturn V was developed to launch the Apollo astronauts and used 1.2 million liters of liquid oxygen to combust and produce 7.5 million pounds of thrust in order to launch itself. Number 12. Out of service. The Lunar Space Station was split between Russians and Americans, and they got along great over the first few years. That is until Russians' eating habits got in the way. Because of their diet, the Russians were prone to clogging the shared toilets, so the Americans banned them from their half of the station. Number 13. Commercial space. SpaceX lost their first commercial prototype in 2010. Named Falcon 9, it orbited the Earth twice before landing in the Pacific Ocean. Number 14. Cheese in space. On SpaceX's first test launch, they secretly sent a wheel of cheese into orbit in honor of the Monty Python sketch where John Cleese tried to order cheese from a cheese shop that had no cheese. Number 15. Nazis at it again. Germany was actually the first country to produce a rocket capable of crossing the boundary of space. The famed V-2 rocket of World War II was a ballistic missile launched by the Nazis on England and Belgium. Check out these other videos from Let Me Know. If you haven't made the move to subscribe to our channel, all you need to do is click on the red subscribe button. Thank you for watching.